In this demonstration, we create a view for dates that we can use as a dimension when building a cube for invoice data. Since a user may want to do analysis on invoice data by month, quarters or years, we will also build a hierarchy. In this way, a user could choose to run a report for a specific year and then drill down into the quarters or month for that specific years. The standard table used for dates in SAP Business One version for SAP HANA is called M time dimension. This table can be found under the catalog, syspi, tables, M time dimension. We can double click to get the definition of the table, and when we want to show the content, we can do a right click, open content. We can see that this table is already filled with dates if we choose the preview as we did it now. If we want to generate the data, we could go to the Quick Launch tab. Under the area of the Quick Launch tab, we can see Generate Time Data. When we click on it, we can select the HANA system instance, click Next, and we will get this pop-up. The default calendar type is Gregorian. We need to choose the year from and year to based on our needs. For example, we could choose year 2000 and year 2020. The granularity controls shows how small a time period we desire. For example, we can set the granularity to day. We can use this table to enrich the timestamp that appears in transactional data. This is different from what we used to do in Microsoft SQL, where we use day functions to derive dates from date timestamps in the transactions. Instead, in SAP HANA, we have this table which has fields for days, months, quarters, years, and so on. There are no date functions with SAP HANA because we have this table. This is why we want to build a view for dates. For creating this calculation view, we follow much the same steps as we did when created the business partner dimension. In the context menu for the calculation view in our package, we choose New Calculation View and we give it a name, OEC CA dim date. We give it a description called dimension for posting dates. We choose the subtype time, calendar type Gregorian, and of course we can choose the granularity. In this case we use second because later on we want to connect the timestamp table. When done, click Finish. Then we navigate to the projection and we can add the fields to the output. In this case, all fields have been added, so we will delete all of them. So we just want to add the date timestamp. We want to add the year, quarter, and month. Right click, add to the output. We see now that the attributes have been added in the output area on the right. We can close down the quick view to have a better view on it. Then we navigate to the semantics. Within the details in the columns, we need to set the key attribute, which is the date timestamp, and navigate to hierarchies. It is very useful to have a hierarchy for working with dates. To build a hierarchy, we can choose the plus sign to add a new hierarchy. For this case, because we have added the calculation view with subtype time, an automatically hierarchy called Gregorian hierarchy has already been created. With a double click, we can jump into the hierarchy and add the elements. In this example, the root element is year, quarter, and month. Just click OK. Now we have a hierarchy definition for the calculation view. As always, we save and validate. We save and activate by clicking the green arrow. We have built a dimension with a hierarchy for dates.